Live over here at the shop. Who knows, y'all probably getting a lot of background noise, but you know, I'm living that express bay life. I kind of put off the whole chassis lube and the APU stuff for too long, and now I'm having to deal with it, but that's all good. Live from in the truck. Not my normal studio. Thirsty. See? But yeah, I'm out here doing my thing. I put it off for too long. That's what I did. I put it off for way too long. What's going on? Teleport transport. So, you know, it happens. I put it off and I was all like, you know what? I should have came in yesterday and got it done, or I should have came in first thing in the morning when there's not much of a line. I've been in this line for about an hour now and still in the line. Yeah, what's going on? 51 Logistics. I'm over here in the not so express bay, trying to get that chassis loop. So like the maintenance on the trucks, you know, you have to keep up with the maintenance on the trucks, and I got about I'm a little bit over like 2,000 past due on my 2,000 miles past due on my chassis loop. So I was like, you know what, I gotta get it done. And unfortunately, the express bay is not the super fast thing in the world. So over here doing that. I think that, you know, if I would have stayed on top of it, I would have came over here early in the morning, but I kind of forgot about it. I keep forgetting about it every morning, so I was like, you know what, I got to get it done. My student was out here doing pre-trip while we were waiting in this line, so we did a lot of pre-trip. He just went to lunch and then home, but yeah, there's a prime yard dog. If y'all have never seen the prime yard dog, it's right there. It's backing a trailer into the bay. But, you know, stuff happens. So I had one of my old students come by, hit me up. He was all like, what's going on? We were talking about, like, you know, different stuff, seeing how he was doing, how I was doing, and I was all like, dang, look at you. He was wearing a jersey. He had the Lakers jersey on. He had the matching Lakers Air Jordan 1s. Like, they were matching his jersey. I was like, look at you, big baller over there. He's been here for 7 months, and he was all like, dude, money's great. I said, how about slow down? He's all like, it's not really bothering me. You know, and I got to thinking, you know, while times are slow, and like I talked to a bunch of people also on Discord and different stuff like that, and you know, times might be slow right now, but you're learning how to really save as much as you can, maximize your money. You're learning, like, hey, I don't need that new car, that new motorcycle. Yeah, it's fun, don't get me wrong, like having a brand new motorcycle, brand new car, like that's cool and everything, but do you really need it right now? With the way things are going, you really need to kind of hold off on buying that stuff. So you got to be smarter with your money right now, and he's doing great. He's being smart with his money. He's able to save up, and you know, he's still making a great living. I mean, coming down here flexing on me with his shoes and his jersey, he was looking stylish. It was good seeing one of my students like, hey man, I'm doing great, look at me. Like, I came out here, I'm wearing my nice jersey, my nice shoes, I'm looking good, you know. It makes me feel good. Especially whenever you get to see that one of your students is being successful out there, and that really matters to me. Like seeing my guy come visit me and seeing that, hey, he's successful, he's not out there struggling. It makes me feel good. You buy a new car, you don't have time to drive it. Yeah, like Paul says, you buy a new car, you're not really going to be home that much to drive it. And if you can liquidate most of your stuff, like if you're not paying money out for rent, you can save money there. You know, if you have a family, they have to have a place to live. So I can see you spending money there. And you know, your family has to have a car, so I can see you getting a family car. You just gotta be wise with it. You know, you're not like, you have to be living within your means, is what I'm saying. Like, don't go out there and buy like the sports car. Like buy the family car, buy the good the gas mileage car, get the good fuel mileage car. Don't be over there buying the sports car because you're all like, man, I can afford it right now. Well, you know what happened is like the economy kind of went down, and now if you have that sports car, you can't afford the fuel to put in it to go cruising in it. Like, be smart with it. But I think things are picking up. I really do. There's a lot more trailers here. I'm seeing a lot more freight in here. Yeah, a 4-cylinder car, exactly. Like, I still got my Saturn Ion. I got it this year. No, last year. I got me a pickup truck because I didn't have a pickup truck, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of not having a pickup. So I got me a pickup. You know, I picked me up another bill. If I knew this year was going to be so bad, then I probably wouldn't have done that. But yeah, you know, it happens. Like, hey, I can still afford it. I'm not struggling. I made sure that I was able to afford it before I got it. And I looked around and shopped around for a while before I got it. I didn't just jump into it. I was like, you know what? Let me see how much can I afford it? Oh yeah, I can afford it, so I got it. You know, some people come out here trucking and they're not used to seeing this type of money, so you know, they start making the bigger checks and stuff, and they're all like, man, I'm making, like, I'm living large now. They want to spend it. Sometimes you gotta sit back and save it. Now, don't get me wrong, when my friends come to town, we spend some money, we go have a good time, and you know, I like to pay it forward. So sometimes I'll take my friends out to eat and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll pay for somebody that I don't even know, like, hey, let me buy their food, you know, just to help people out. What kind of pickup truck did I buy? I bought a 2018 Chevy Z71. So yeah, I bought me a 2018. I like it. $400. What's $400? Oh yeah, $400. I got you now, 51 Logistics. I got you. And so one of our buddies, one of 51 Logistics, and my buddy, funny story is he was getting some Subway and the register was messed up. So there was a lady up front. Yes, it's black. But there was a lady up front. I think it was a lady, and she was having trouble with the machine reading her card. So he was all like, you know what, guys? We're on the Discord with him. He's all like, you know what, guys? It's time to pay it forward. I'm about to go pay this forward. So he went up there. He goes, did you get your stuff? And she was like, no. And he's all like, well, heck, I'll pay for it. Like, what is it? How much is it? She was all like, you don't want to pay for it. You don't want to pay for it. It's a $400 bill. Like, it was going to cost $400. He was all like, well, I'm not paying it forward that much, you know. And it was just, he was like, what are you buying? And I was like, man, come to a truck stop and spend some money. And the person ended up collecting knives and stuff like that. They were buying a bunch of knives and a whole bunch of stuff in the truck stop. Like, you know, like that, you could save that money instead of spending it on stuff like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes us truckers, we go window shopping, and we like to buy some stuff. So, you know, you can't really blame somebody for spending money. That's why it's a good idea sometimes to park in the rest areas. Like, I highly suggest parking in rest areas because there's nothing to go in there and spend my money on. Like, I'll be able to just chill out of my truck. I always have food on my truck. I have a microwave. I have a Instapot, you know. I have an electric skillet. I can cook me some food. Like, I ain't tripping about that. And it has a bathroom. That's all I need, because I might go in there window shopping and be like, you know what? I need some Reese cups. Like, I'm having a sweet tooth right now. If I'm not parked there, I'm not going to go buy that stuff. So, something to keep in mind. Save you some money parking the rest stops. Save you some money by not eating out. That's always an option, too. Like, if you're not eating out, you're not spending your money on buying food. Like, you can cook you some food for a lot cheaper than it would be to buy some food. Mid-roof right there. Tanker. Freightliner mid-roof tanker. What's going on, Trucking Life with Sean? Hey, make sure y'all check out Trucking Life with Sean. He has a great channel. Uncle says, gave you the like. Man, I appreciate you. Uncle says, your truck has a toilet? I've seen one in someone else's truck. No, I don't have one in here. I don't use the restroom in my truck. Thank God. You know, and I used to be the one that was real big on like, hey, don't pee in bottles in your truck. Don't pee in cups on your truck. Like I was real big on that. But the more I thought about it and the more I talked to people, some people, like, you know, they have different problems to, hey, I gotta use the bathroom like every so often. Like, you know, they might not be able to make it all the way inside. So I kind of came off of that. But I used to be like, no, don't use the restroom in your truck. I'm not doing it. Because right now I don't have that issue. Now, maybe whenever I get older, I might be like, you know what? I can't hold it as much as these younger guys. I might have to do the same thing, you know? Sean says, appreciate you, look forward to your shows. Hey, thank you, brother. I'm looking forward to yours. I've been kind of missing them. Okay, I haven't been busy. Let me just be honest here. I started playing some Call of Duty because one of my friends talked me into getting it on the computer, and I was like, you know what, I never played Call of Duty on the computer before, so I was like, I'll try it out. Well, next thing you know, I'm playing a lot of Call of Duty, not making content, so, you know, it happens. That's what's going on, is I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, you know, trying to get my skill up so I don't look like a fool when those little kids beat me. Those 9-year-olds are killing me and stuff, and they're talking trash, you know, they're all like, oh man, you can't play this game. I'm all like, I'm not that old, dude. Chill. But it's fun. Sup, flatbed or trucker? And Paul says, using a keyboard and mouse or controller? I'm using a controller. I'm still not. I don't even know how I use the keyboard and mouse, to tell you the truth. I'll have to figure it out sometime. One time, half my controller was working, and I had to use a mouse for one game. And so I could just move around with this side, and then I had the mouse over here to move the look around and click to shoot. It was different. It was definitely different. I might need to pick it up some and try to use the keyboard and mouse just to try it out. Something different. Man, there is a bunch of empty spots over here at the terminal. Cott's the sweetest game. Yeah, I know. Like, there is a whole bunch of empty spots over here. Usually over here at the Millennium, every spot's filled. There is 3 spots right here up front, like in the good parking. 4 spots actually. There's another one right there. I use the Xbox controller. I feel like the Xbox controller fits better in your hand than the PlayStation controller. I just don't like how the PlayStation controller feels. Feels like your thumbs are having to be really stretched out on a PlayStation controller, where the Xbox is nice and comfortable. So I kind of use the Xbox controller. Like it a little bit better. Guys, while I'm thinking about it, because the detail shop is right there. If you come and get a truck and your truck doesn't have a mattress, it doesn't mean that you have to go to the store and buy one, or you don't have to go to a TA and buy one, guys. The detail shop is right over there. It's that building right over there. I think the sun's too bright. Let's see. Maybe not. That's the detail shop right there. So the detail shop has mattresses. If you go over there and just tell them, hey, I just got my truck and I need a mattress, they can give you a mattress. So, you know, the detail shop has mattresses. Your first one's free. And while you're over there, you might as well get one for the top bunk too. So you get both mattresses for free. You just got your truck. Like, they're not going to charge you for that. Because I'm hearing a lot of people say, oh man, I'm about to tell out of there. I had to go find a mattress at the TA. I'm all like, what? You didn't go to detail? No, I didn't know I could. Well, yeah, you can. Just something to think about. If you need a mattress, right there. Not the TA. I mean, if you want a better mattress, yeah, I could see you going to the TA for that. Get a little bit of a better mattress. This is probably my last chassis lube in this truck. How uncomfortable are the mattress? The mattresses are not too bad. I mean, they're like I wouldn't say a hospital bed. They're kind of different. They're foam mattresses. Yeah, they have springs and stuff in them, but they're foam. Like, they have foam on it. What I do is I got a memory foam on that mattress back there. I have a memory foam topper on there, and that makes it a lot better, especially if you're teaming. And that's why we got it, is because I was teaming at the time, and you shake a little bit less whenever you have the memory foam mattress. And then you get the memory foam pillow, and like mine has the cool gel beads in them, so it kind of keeps you cool. It's not like super hot. You know, it keeps you cool. It does. It's not bad at all. I don't mind it. The top bunk mattress, top bunk, that's another story. Top bunk mattress is just a piece of foam wrapped in that plastic that they wrap these mattresses in. That top bunk mattress is just a piece of foam. Like, it's not the best thing in the world. It really isn't. So, like, top bunk, just so you know, if you're going on TNT, you might want to go ahead and grab you a mattress topper for up there too. Are they like the Motel 6 beds? Back hurts in the morning. I think, to me, it's a little bit better than the hotel, because, like I said, it's a foam mattress, like a memory foam kind of mattress. Not really memory foam, but it's like that kind of foam. It's not like, you know, a bunch of cotton or like plush or whatever they put in the mattresses. I don't know. I'm not a connoisseur of mattresses. I can't tell you the difference between mattresses. I'm not qualified in the mattress department. I just know what's comfortable and what's not comfortable. The mattress was okay without the topper on it. The topper just made it more comfortable. Like, when people said, I have students sleep on that mattress all the time. They're all like, man, this is comfortable. The next thing I know, they're passed out back there. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, it's time to be working. But they'll pass out back there. So, like, the mattress is really comfortable. Whoop, what's up, Jeff? How's it going, buddy? Jeffrey came to see me the other day. He couldn't stay for long. He was going to Bass Pro Shop, but he was over here trying to take a 34-hour break and ended up messing it up. But he tried to take a 34 at the terminal. He was just passing through. It was great seeing him face to face instead of talking over the phone. And I'm hoping that that's good for him too. I know it's great whenever you see somebody face to face, like, especially when you're over the road for a while. Like, it is awesome to just be able to see somebody face to face. So a lot of the guys in the Discord, I've noticed, they started getting on the Live 360 app, and I used to use that whenever I was driving. And, you know, it's great to be able to see each other, like, face to face. Like, you get into the same area. Like, we had rules too. Me and the guys I started with, we had rules. Like, if we were meeting up, if our lines crossed, it don't matter if you're on a 10-hour break or he's on a 10-hour break. Y'all are gonna get up. You can get up. You can go eat lunch together, you know, or dinner, or whatever the case may be, and you're gonna hang out for a minute, because just seeing somebody face to face that you haven't seen in a while, I mean, like, it's just great. It's a morale boost, is what it is. I feel like it's a great morale boost. So I think that is awesome that a lot of the guys are, you know, using the 360 app again. It kind of killed my battery. Like, I don't have the luxury of keeping my phone on the charger very much, so, like, it would kill my battery. That's why I'm not on it. But setting up my other phone so I can read some of these comments, because it doesn't stay on the screen here. Soggy Pizza, what's going on, Soggy Pizza? Peg Leg says, gone live in my rollabout. Oh, so Pegleg, he's on his trip. So, you know, Pegleg, he's in the Discord, and he goes on his little rides on his little scooter, and sometimes we get to listen to the cars. He drives down the side of the interstate. There ain't no sidewalk over there, or not the side of the interstate, that roads. And he's over there in Colorado, and you hear the traffic go by. It's kind of scary. And Gene Scott's, what's up, Gene? Hey, Gene, did you, hopefully you got into the Discord, Gene, because we've been wondering what you've been up to, man. You're a hard guy to get a hold of. I call your phone, and I call Gene's phone, and half the time he doesn't answer. All the time he doesn't answer. And then, like, if I miss his call and try to call him back, I know he ain't gonna answer. You have to be like, you have to catch a phone call, or we ain't gonna be able to talk, it seems like. But yeah, Gene, just make sure you get on that Discord. That way we can have you in there. Because Jeffrey was saying the same thing. He said, man, I've been trying to call Gene, but Gene don't answer his phone. But Gene's a great guy, man. It's good seeing that Gene made it through TNT, and he's on his own truck making his own money. And he's learning. Like, you know, when life's hard out there and you make a mistake, it's a learning experience. Don't think your first mistake, Prime's gonna be like, oh, you're fired. No, no, no. Learn from your mistakes and move on, bro. Figure Life Out says, just arrived at the campus inn for orientation tomorrow. Nice, bro. So the orientation's gonna be on Wednesday, so that means you'll clear by Friday. Yeah, man, just listen to them. Listen to them, learn as much as you can. You're going to have a busy couple of days of orientation, and then after orientation, you will get a trainer, and boom, you'll be making your own money. So, you know, good. And you picked a great company, I believe. I highly believe in Prime. I'm happy here. I really, really suggest for people starting out to come to Prime. Either you start here and you use this to excel your life, or you stay here like I did. Like, I wasn't expecting to stay here at Prime, but I ended up staying at Prime and turned this into my career, and I haven't left yet. October will be 7 years for me, and you know, I'm still here. Another thing, whenever y'all are thinking about coming to Prime, it doesn't hurt to go ahead and put in that application and get that ball moving, because I'm getting a lot of people saying like, hey man, there's a wait list on getting hired. And you know, there's a lot of people trying to come here, so if you apply sooner, you get on that list faster. If you're waiting to apply, you might have to wait a while. Figuring out life, is the campus nice? Let me know if the campus is nice. I don't have a problem with the campus. I like the campus. Like, it's not bad. I mean, it's somewhere to rest your head and sleep. As soon as I got a truck, though, I didn't stay in no hotel. So I'd rather sleep in my truck any day than the hotel. Figure Life Out says, good looking out. I appreciate your videos. Hey, man, thank you for watching. Whenever you clear out, you'll see me out there on at the plaza somewhere. Come say hi. Let me know who you are. Who knows? I might end up being your trainer or something. Because I have an open spot on my truck right now. But, you know, open spot on my trucks go fast. So, who knows? I might have an open spot till Friday. I might get somebody on Wednesday. You never know. I'm trying to get some tire loads is what I'm doing. I'm trying to fill up the rest of my week with some tire loads or some loads, you know, get some extra money in, and, you know, run a little bit with my current student, get him some more drive time, some more experience behind the wheel. We went out there and did some backing. He got straight line back pretty good. Like, he was knocking those straight line backs out. We got to offset, and he was doing good. And started getting frustrated, and then I was like, yeah, time out. We're just going to take a break from that. So we started doing pre-trip. And then I saw the message about my chassis lubed, and that's why I came over here and got in the not so express bay, because it's not so express. He told me I would probably be here another hour and 30 minutes, so I'm thinking I'll be here another 2 hours and 30 minutes. But we'll find out. I don't mind waiting. I put it off, so it's my fault I have to wait. Like, I came over here the other day to get it done, and there was only 2 trucks in line, and I had all my engine lights on and stuff, and I was all like, yeah, let's take care of that first. So I pulled out of the line and took off and went over there, and they sent my truck to Freightliner, so my truck sat in Freightliner for 3 days. Figure Out Life says, I'll be looking out for you. Yeah, and don't be shy to talk to me. Some people are all like, hey man, I didn't want to talk to you, you look busy. Look, I'm always busy. My mind's going 90 miles per hour, so like I'm always busy. I'm always talking to people. Like I always stop and talk for a minute. Like, you know, don't feel like I'm too busy to talk. Like if anything, I'll be like, hey man, how's it going? I got to get out here and do some things, but nice to meet you. And then I'll look for you later on and maybe be able to talk a little bit longer. Sometimes I'm able to talk for a while. Sometimes I'm just like, you know what, I got to go work, man. I'm sorry. But I try to always make time for people coming up to tell me hi. And I'm awkward too. Like when people are all like, hey, I watch your videos. I'm all like, thank you. You know, and people are like, thank you for helping me. And I'm all like, thank you for letting me help you. I never know what to say. I'm lost. When people come up, hey, I watch your videos. Thank you. I don't know how to, like, I need to come up with like a speech or something. Thank you for watching my videos, and you have picked an awesome company, Prime Inc., to come work for, and you're gonna prosper and awesome. And yeah, so, you know, I don't know what to say. I do let people know once you get here. I'm all like, man, you picked a great company, just so you know. Getting your CDL here, like after you do your commitment of your year, your year, after you do the commitment, you don't owe money for a CDL. Like, forget going to school. Plus, it's guaranteed job once you pass your CDL test. It's a guaranteed job. Like, your badge goes from purple to green once you pass your test. You pass your test, you get the green badge, man, you got a job. Like after your test, you're over there filling out your W-2 and all your paperwork and all that good stuff, and you're awesome. 51 Logistics says, hit the like button, guys. Show Twizted some love. Hey, yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, hit the like button. If y'all feel like it's great, hit the like button. I kind of figured my truck would be loud and y'all would hear the rumbling of it and stuff like that. I'm sorry, I apologize. That's kind of why I do most of my stuff in the studio. Can I use your driver reference? Figure it out once you hear your application's already turned in. So like you referral codes and all that stuff, it doesn't work like that. You know, that would be like kind of a loophole in it. Like if you came here and were able to put somebody down as a referral, like once you got here, man, there would be lines of people at the bus stop. Hey buddy, I'll give you a ride to the campus, and on the way there, hey, since I gave you a ride, put my driver code down for a referral. You know, it's just how it is. Like that would be some shady stuff going on. Like you can make a killing just picking up people at the bus station. Hey, if you put my referral code on your application, I'll give you a ride back to the campus. I'll give you a ride to campus, you know. I don't think people would do that, but you never know. Some people might do that. Hey, trade you a ride over there for a referral code, you know. It's all good. Oh man, the freaking line has not moved. See, I've been in the same spot for 29 minutes because I started this live once I moved up. Pegleg says P. I don't know what that means. Oh, that's Pegleg's driver code, I guess. It's P. We keep on joking with Pegleg. So I had a phone call. Got me a load, so can't beat that. Got me a load for tomorrow at least. I didn't know what would happen to the live if I answered that, so I guess it puts me, like I was watching on the screen over here, it just looked like it was buffering. So Pegleg says, sorry, hit the wrong, but you must be at the P. No, I'm not at the pad. I keep hitting the wrong button. Sorry, you must be at the streaking beat Jen with no sound. Streaking beat Jen with no sound. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is, but no, I'm over here in the super express fast bay of get in the shop and get stuff fixed that's minor, that you don't have to go to the main shop over there for. And the main shop over there takes some time too. Like, last time I tried to put my truck in the shop over there, there were like 3-day wait to get your truck in the shop, which I thought was a little bit excessive. 51 Logistics says, good night guys, heading to Tar Heel tomorrow, then Atlanta for a day of home time, then back on the road Saturday. Hey, enjoy your home time, man. You've been out for a while. Go get you some home time, get you some rest. And good night, brother, man. There goes a Wilson truck right now, man. Wilson's driving by in the parking lot. A little forklift out there. You want to see a forklift? There's a little forklift. See, that's how they load these trailers. So if you didn't know, like a lot of places, they take the forklift and they drive it in the back of the trailer all the way to the front, and they drop the pallet in there. So that's kind of how they load it. And sometimes they load 2 pallets, and then a single pallet, and then 2, and then a single, or maybe a couple doubles and a single. It just depends on the place that you're going, but you know, that he's not loading pallets. I have no idea what he's doing. That box looks heavy, so he's probably just picking up a heavy box. Am I paid by the hour? I'm not paid by the hour. I'm a company driver, so I'm paid cent per mile. Yeah, 15 weeks straight is a long time. Laters, brother. But yeah, I'm not paid by the mile. I am a company driver. I'm paid cent per mile. That's how I'm paid. I'm also a trainer, so I'm also paid the training way too. So I work for kind of bonuses. Like I get bonuses if my student passed on the first time. I get a bonus. If having a student on the truck, each week I have a student on the truck, that's a $300 bonus per week for having them on the truck. Once they get 6 months, I get another bonus, and once they get into their own truck, I get another bonus. So I make money off of like bonuses. How far did my student make it type of deal. We used to get a bonus for 1 year if somebody fulfilled their whole contract at 1 year. We used to get a bonus for that, but they're stopping that pretty soon. So, you know, when all the lease guys were all complaining about like how they had to pay more for the TNT students, they had to pay their TNT students more. The truth is they stuck it to us too, man. They stuck it to us too. There's just not many of us to complain about it. You know, we kind of lost $300 right there. Now, a lot of people would say, hey, most of our students don't make it a year, stuff like that, which, you know, that's true. Most of my guys, I feel like my success rate is higher than other people's. Like, I feel like a lot of my guys make it longer, and I don't know why. Maybe it's the matching process. Because me, I'm like, I don't want to owe Prime no money. I'm fulfilling my contract, and maybe the people that match up to me on the matching process to get a trainer, maybe they matched up to me in the same aspect. They don't want to owe Prime any money, so they want to fulfill the contract. You never know. Pegleg says, are you qualified to train people on driving wheelchairs? I need training on mine. Pegleg, you running into more cops on that scooter? No, I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to drive that thing. I figure there's a go button and a stop button. But yeah, I teach people how to drive. Like, and I'll tell you right now, I'm pretty tough on my guys. Like, I tell them what they're doing wrong when they're driving. Like, this is what you did wrong. This is what you should have did. This is why we did it. Like, I do explain to you, like, I do explain to my students, hey, and this goes for any guy out there that's teaching somebody how to drive. I will tell you the best way to do it is to tell them what they're doing wrong, explain to them how they should have done it, and number 3, explain why we do it that way. If you do those 3 things, you have way less problems, because then they understand, hey, this is why. Like a simple lane change. You don't put your blinker on and then just whip it over to the next lane. You want to keep the truck and trailer nice and straight. You want to keep it nice and straight, slowly moving over, checking that mirror and watching it. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, glance in front of you, back to the mirror. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, glance in front of you, back to the mirror. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and you should be completed with your lane change. Turn the blinker off. Check both mirrors, let's go. You know? So, like, with that right there, if they just whip it over, I explain to them, hey, whoa, that was not safe. Here's what we need to do. We need more checking in that mirror. We need to move over nice and slow, and we need to keep the truck and trailer straight, because I forgot I have this truck and trailer right here. So if you move the truck over fast in that lane change, the truck's going to go like that and the trailer's going to get behind it. If there's a car here, that trailer's going to hit that car, you're going to knock them off the road. And we don't want to hit no cars. If you move over nice and slow and you keep it straight as you move it over, so you do a slight wheel turn, you move over like that. If a car gets next to you, you straighten up the wheels and then you travel in a straight direction. Alright? So if that car continues to pass you, you come back, you check this mirror on the other side, make sure it's safe, and move right back over into your lane. If they slow down and they're all like, my bad, then you can continue your little lane change. Because at the end of the day, the trailer and the truck's connected. That trailer's going to get behind that truck. If you go over here, guess what? The trailer's going to follow the truck. It's connected. So whenever you're doing that lane change, you want to keep it nice and straight and slowly move it over to that lane. And about 3 Mississippis, you know, it'll get there. You know, that way I explain to them, hey, that was bad. This is what you should have done. You should have checked this more, less of a wheel turn, slowly moved over. And then I go into the whole detailed explaining of how the trailer is connected to the truck and it follows it. And if you go real fast and you straighten up, the trailer has no choice but to get behind you. Even if you go this way, the trailer's still coming around behind you. It's going to hit that car. If you're moving over nice and slow and you have to straighten up the wheel because the car gets there, the trailer does not move over much more. Less chance of you hitting somebody. So, like, I think it does better if you explain stuff like that. Instead of being like, hey, that was bad. Next time do it like this because I said so. Like, you're not getting much, you're not learning much from that. Do it because I said so. Like, you know, you need to explain a little bit. Even like whenever I'm out there at the pad and like I'm having guys pull up bad and I'm all like, man, just pull up like I say. I still explain to them before that point of why we pull up the way we do to make it easier on ourselves. When we pull up wrong, we just made it harder on ourselves. We don't want to make this harder on ourselves. Don't want to make anything harder than it has to be. So just kind of like stuff like that. I'm kind of telling you like, hey, you're messing up. You're messing up. If I'm not talking, you do a lane change and I don't say nothing about it, odds are it was a good lane change because there's no improvement needed. When there's improvement needed, that's whenever I tell you what's going on, that's wrong with it. And I explain all my guys that in the first day we meet. I'm all like, listen, don't take it the wrong way. Whenever I'm explaining stuff to you and I'm telling you you're not doing something, then something right, then I'm gonna tell you what you did wrong. I'm gonna tell you how to make it better, and I'm gonna tell you why we do that. And to me, I think that that's a lot better than just like, hey, that was bad. You should have done it maybe like this. You know, I want to explain it to you. And even worse than that is sometimes you have trainers that they don't care. They're like, oh man, that was bad. They're not going to say nothing because they don't want the conflict. You know, they don't want an argument. And I can kind of understand their point. I can kind of see what they're talking about. Like, they don't want conflict. They don't want an argument. So I can kind of see how that is. Gene Scott says, love hearing Twizted yell at his students. What are you doing? Yeah, and that's one of my favorite lines too. Like, sometimes before that though, before the what are you doing, it's usually like, here's what my students really didn't like me saying that I kind of stopped saying because they were getting mad about me saying it. So one of the things that I would say is figure it out. My students didn't like that. Oh, Greenwich. Greenwich threw me a text saying Mississippi is one of those long words and you can pronounce it? What? But yeah, you know, I used to say figure it out. Like, they would be out there backing and I'm all like, which way do I need to turn the wheel? I'm like, figure it out, man. Just figure it out. Do something. Back up to do something. Figure it out. People did not like figure it out. Which, you know, it happens. Figure it out was my go-to thing. Which way do I need to turn the wheel? I don't know. Figure it out. Just back up. See what happens, you know. And what I'm doing there is I'm trying to get them to back up and just turn the wheel. Like, if they turn it the wrong way and they're moving the truck, then they're going to see that they turned the wheel the wrong way. They'll turn it the other way, and it should correct the problem if there's enough room. If not, then they're going to have to pull up. They're going to have to pull up and then reattempt it, which is fine too, you know. Oh, it was that yard dog. I was like, what is that sound? That yard dog just dropped the trailer over there. Not dropped it, like broke it, just put the trailer down, unhooked it. Heard a loud sound, you know. I squirreled for a minute. I don't even know what I was saying. See, the tire shop used to be over here in this building, but they moved the tire shop to the other shop over there. And the windshield replacement used to be over here too, but they've moved that over there. I think that this is like a trailer repair shop now because I see them rebuilding trailers and stuff over here. I don't know what the other side of it is, but these bays right here, it looks like they're just rebuilding trailers in it. They keep on having the yard dog bring one in and leave. Yeah, Greenwich, you better watch out before I take your Midwest freight, man. Nah, Greenwich is in another level. So the lease guys, they get paid revenue. So we don't do. I'm not taking his stuff. Plus, I'm just doing Eco Shred really, which I'm fine with. I got an Eco Shred load tomorrow. So I gotta figure out what time I want to leave, what time, all that good stuff. Because the Iowa's pretty far to go to. So that's where I'm going tomorrow. I'm going to go up to Iowa. So that's going to be quite a drive. It's about 16 hours worth of driving. So I got to figure out if I want to get up at if I want to get out of here at 4 a.m. or if I want to get out of here at, you know, what time I want to get out of here. Come up. I'll let you stay for 2 weeks. Yeah, we're Greenwich and me. We're both at Midwest Regional, so we run the Midwest. I'm not taking his freight though. I don't touch his freight. I know if they call me and they say, "Hey, I got a load going 100 miles and it pays $800 or something like that," I'm gonna be like, "Give that to Greenwich. I can't. I get paid cent per mile. I'm not making no money there, so." know, I'll let him have it. It's buddy system, man. I got your back, Greenwich. If it's a short load, I know Greenwich will get it. No matter where he's at, I'm all like, they could have a load right here in Springfield, go 100 miles, pay $1,000. I'll call Greenwich up. I'm all like, hey, where you at? He's all like, where you need me to be? Boom, he appears, boom, does the load, no questions asked. I don't know how he gets here so fast, but he does. He'll be in South Texas and can get here in like 30 minutes. Man, coming over here reminds me of whenever I started at Prime. When I started at Prime, this right here was the way inbound. So this express bay, you would come in here, take the bills to the middle of the building, drop them off. There was a bathroom right there. They would inspect all your trailer and stuff, and then you would have to zigzag around this parking lot, through the bobtails all the way around to the back of the parking lot. There wasn't all this room back here. So pretty much everything from here back has been new since I've been here. Like, that's how much Prime expanded. So it's pretty neat. Like, I remember getting into the wrong line to get out of here one day. I ended up in the trailer wash, the wash bay over there, because the detail shop used to be our wash bay. So I remember getting in the wrong line and having to go all the way to the wash bay, and I got a truck wash. Even though I didn't need one, I went ahead and got a truck wash. Then I circled around that building, came back, got back in line, and was able to get out of here. But you know, it used to be really crowded right here. And then they had a little bitty road right here, little bitty road going up to the street light up there on Mayfair. Is it Mayfair? I think it's Mayfair. I can't remember the street. Is it Packard or Mayfair? Anyways, the road right here that says no trucks now, like that you'll get in trouble if you turn on the wrong road. That road right there, that road would scare me because I've seen so many trucks flipped over right there. So if you were on your way out and somebody flipped their truck right there because they weren't paying attention or whatever happened, and they flipped their truck on that little bitty road right there, then all of this would be backed up. Nobody could get out. And if you were on a tight load that you needed to run with it, you were stuck. So like, I always try to get out of here as fast as I could. Flatbed trucker says he worked at Prime back in 2015, did flatbed. So you know about the little road that used to be here. Like, there was a little road right here, and man, it was something else. I always heard people say that there was a little lady that lived in the house up there, and there was a lot of trucks that flipped over into her yard, and she did not like Prime. Did Mayflower have what you need? Mayfair have what you need? But yeah, a lot of this place has really grown since I've started, I'm telling you. Yeah, Flatbed Trucker remembers that road. Man, I like the training pad, they had this rock on the corner, like a boulder, a big boulder. And my trainer said, don't hit that on the way in from your driving. Don't hit it on the way out, and you're good. You'll pass your test. Like, the driving part's good. You're good. But if you hit that rock on the way out, or you hit it on the way in, you're gonna fail. Like, straight up, you're gonna fail. And that rock looked like it got moved a bunch. Like, it looked like it got hit a whole bunch. So I made sure to stay away from that rock. I wanted no piece of that rock. Yeah, you don't want to hit the rock. Yeah, I get to move up one spot. One spot in 49 minutes. I gotta move one spot in 49 minutes. Just one. 1, 2, 3, and there's 4 trucks in front of me. So Oh man, we're looking at an hour truck. I'm stuck here probably for another 4 hours. Fun, fun, fun. Yeah, but it reminds me of like whenever I first started. Like I remember that road. I remember, if I remember right, you had to swipe your ID card. Was it swipe your ID card at the gate? Had one of those drop down poles, I know that, but I think you had to swipe your card. I don't think you talked to nobody at the gate, if I remember right. You swiped your card and the gate came up. And I remember they always said, hey, in that, the prime yard is the worst part, the worst spot to be dropping trailers and hooking up trailers and stuff like that. People hit stuff over there all the time. And I was all like, really? We're supposed to not be hitting stuff? And they're all like, hey man, there's cameras out there, you hit something, you gotta report it. So I was always extra careful over there. And there were those diagonal spots, like perfect for pull-throughs, but they were too close together. And you know, I was real careful over there. I used to get stressed out going to pick up a trailer or dropping a trailer off over there. I would be stressed out. When I was there, my truck was manual. Yeah, my first truck was manual too. I was at the pretty much probably about a year and a half. I think probably about a year and a half after I started working here is when they got rid of the manuals. And we started doing only automatic, which I was cool with, because training I would have to borrow a truck with every student, and it was not fun borrowing a truck. Like everybody drove that truck, and that truck was, everybody was training on the truck. The trucks were kind of messed up. I mean, they were in all right condition, but the old drop trailer area was a royal pain. Yes, it was. I tried not to come to Springfield just so I didn't have to drop a trailer over here. And they had some parking spots out here. If I knew I was keeping my trailer and I was just like trying to take a 10-hour break here, or I had to come in for something, like I try to go through inbound, right back out, and park right up here up front. I didn't want to go mess with that yard. I still don't like messing with that yard. No, I'm not at the plaza. I'm at the Express Bay, Zay. Yeah, Zay, I'm at the Express Bay. I'm waiting to get in there and get my chassis lube and my APU fixed. Or not fixed, oil change on there. PM done, PM. Preventative maintenance on my APU. That forklift is getting stuff out of that trailer over there. You can't really see it, or I'd show y'all. There's still a lot of trucks here. I think probably TNT upgrades are probably happening pretty fast. I don't think that there's much of a waiting list with the amount of trucks that I've seen over there that are new. I could be wrong, but I think people who upgraded from TNT, they have a great chance of getting in and out. Zay says, "You one of the best trainers. Make everybody learn the right way." Thank you, Zay. Appreciate it, man. I try. That's all I can do. I can try my hardest and see what happens. And I feel like I try hard. Like my dad raised me. He said, do everything the best you can, because your work speaks for you. If you don't do good work, people know that you're not good. But if you do the best job you can, your work will speak for yourself. And so far, that's kind of what I live by. Is I do the work to the best of my abilities, and it speaks for me. That's all I can say. Like, I do the best I can out here, and I'm always trying to improve. I really try to improve. Zay says, "You actually make your students spend time on the pad." Yeah, I think everybody has their own schedule and stuff. Like, I get up really early and I try to get as much as I can done in a day. So, you know, I don't know how everyone else does it. Some people like to work a set hours from this time to this time. So people just do their different stuff. So I can't speak for everybody. I don't know what people do. What happened to my chat? What? That truck only took like a couple minutes. I gotta move up again. Almost to the door. Almost to the door. 24 hours, 7 days a week. So this express base, 24 hours, 7 days a week. So express oil and lube. So get my phone set back up. Rick trained me. Good trainer. Oh yeah, Rick's the best. Rick is the best. I like Rick. Rick's a good guy. Great friend of mine too. Like, awesome guy. Full of knowledge too. Like, make sure you keep in touch with him because he is full of knowledge and he can teach you so much. If you have any problems, call him up and like he's man's great. He's been trucking for a long time too. He's been trucking for a while. Whenever he retires, it's kind of like he's pretty much like the guy. In my opinion, I think that he's the guy that's been training the longest right now out of all the trainers, or that's what people say, that he's been training the longest. So he's kind of our senior out there. Like he's been doing it the longest. So, you know, when he retires, it's going to kind of be a sad day, but, you know, happy for him when he retires, and, you know, hopefully he lives life to the fullest and spends a lot of time with the family and, you know, kick his feet up and chill out. Yeah, I remember, like, I do remember coming through this bay a whole bunch. I remember meeting up with some of my boys here, and we went in the 8. We parked out front just to stop in to meet up with them through the Life 360 app. Saw that they were here. We stopped here. I was asleep. And my teammate, he drove us in here, and like he let them in, and they opened up the curtains. I'm half asleep. They're all like, "Yo, get up!" I'm all like, "Oh, I'm so tired." I'm all like, "What you want, man?" And it's time to go eat. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, like I got up. We went and ate, hung out for a while, about 45 minutes or so, and then like, "Hey man, we'll see you. We got to get moving. We got this load. We have to get it there." You know, middle of the morning, and those guys got up to meet up with us and eat and chill out. You know, I like to eat. You know, us truck drivers, we like to eat, so we definitely ate. Every time we met up, we ate. I don't think there was one time me and my boys haven't met up and we got something to eat. I remember we went to this Chinese food restaurant one time over the road. I can't remember where we were. We parked at a truck stop. We went between some buildings, jumped the fence, went to this Chinese food restaurant. And it wasn't a buffet, but my friend was ordering, and he was all like, he was ordering like nothing but sides, like appetizers. He's all like, "I want this, and I want this, and I want this, and I want this, and I want," and she goes, "Is that all? Is that all? Is that all?" And he was all like, no, that's not all. I want the egg rolls. She goes, "Is that all?" And no, that's not all. And I want the spring rolls. I want to order spring rolls. And she's all like, "Oh, is that it?" And then like, so he's Puerto Rican, and we're like, me and my teammate, we're both white. She looks at us and says, "Are y'all paying?" And she looks at him like he just ordered a lot of money worth of food, and he's all like, "No, I'm paying." And I was all, so we were making fun of, like, we were talking some trash, dude. Like, we're all like, "Man, that was racist, dude. That Chinese lady said, or Asian lady, whatever she was." See, there I go. Whatever she was, I don't know. She was like, this dude has no money. Like, he's ordering too much because these other guys are paying. We're all like, nah, he's paying for it. Like, he invited us and he said he got the bill tonight. Like, he's paying. She acted like he couldn't pay the bill with all the food he ordered. We had plates galore on that table too. There was plates everywhere on that table, man. We left so stuffed. She was all like, "You want to take to-go boxes?" We're all like, no, we ain't taking none of this, because there was a lot of food left. And we were stuffed, and then we had to climb the fence to get back over. We climbed the fence, jumped over the fence. It's dark out there. It's like 4 in the morning, it's not that late. It was probably like 8 at night or something like that. We jumped the fence on the way back to the truck. We're walking through this like parking lot to get back to the truck stop, and out of nowhere a football flies through the air and boom, lands in the parking lot. We're all like, where'd that even come from? And we're looking around, and you don't see no kids or nothing. I'm all like, let's get out of here. Like, don't know where that football came from, but somebody threw a football at us. Like, it's like, okay. I don't know. That's some of the funny stuff that happens over the road. Like, weird things happen over the road like that. Is that all? Like, who's paying? You know, it was messed up. It was messed up. Ah! Thanks, Greenwich. Greenwich says, he's laughing. He's over there saying, "I want to see you climb a fence." Bro, I was younger and a lot lighter. What you trying to say, Greenwich? If I try to climb a fence right now, I'll collapse it? Is that what you're trying to say? I bet that's what he's saying right now. He's all like, "I like to see Twizted climb a fence. That dude weighs so much, he'll break the fence." Hey, if I break the fence, Greenwich, then the next guy can just walk over it. You won't even have to jump it after I get done with it. But yeah, we jumped that fence. Shoot, my buddy just hopped over it like nothing. He was like, he took a run, jumped over it. I was like, wow. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna break a hip or something. I'm too old for that. But he was young. He was only like, I think he was like 22 at the time. 22-year-old, he came out here trucking. We had a lot of good times together though, man. That's my boy. I haven't seen him in a while. He ended up leaving Prime. He left Prime, went to US Express, did a lease through them, wanted to come back to Prime, but Prime wouldn't hire him back. And he bought a truck through them, and then decided that, you know, there was some other stuff that happened in between, but pretty much he was like, "I don't want to truck no more. Like, I'm done trucking. I'm done with it. I don't want to do it. Being by myself, it's lonely, it's depressing. Like, I can't do it no more." So he ended up saying, "You know what? I quit." And then he had to sell his truck. It took him a while to sell his truck, and then once he sold his truck, he took a vacation to like Jamaica and stuff, and spent all of his money that he made for selling the truck, and has nothing. You know, I still talk to him every once in a while. Good dude. But he doesn't want to truck drive no more. He's working in a restaurant, doing his thing in the restaurant. You know, he's a chef. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to cook food and stuff, you know. I can't be mad at him. You know, he gave it his all, and he did it for, I want to say he was right at 5 years of doing trucking whenever he decided, hey, I'm done with this. I'm not doing it no more. So he made it a good 5 years. But when he left and he went over there to US Express, here goes a Prime trailer. Look at that Prime trailer. See that? But whenever he left to go to US Express, he was all like, Man, you don't know how bad I want to come back. Y'all got it made over there. Y'all got basketball court. You got movie theater. He's all like, y'all got pool tables. He goes, bro, we got free washer and dryers, but that's about all we got. I was like, oh. He's all like, we don't even have a cafeteria, man. Y'all got a cafeteria open 24/7. I was all like, dude, you got spoiled. You got used to being at Prime, man. We're spoiled over here. You can't get used to that, man. And we are spoiled. We got nice stuff. Like, it's nice here. I don't use much of it. I don't even come to this Millennium very often. I've been coming every, like, Friday for the safety meeting. Every other Friday or just whenever I can because, like, I try to make sure my students get to go to the safety meeting at least once while they're here. And if I have one that's been to it, I'm like, oh, well, you're going to work and the other guy's going to go to it. But if I have two brand new ones that are new, I'm like, we're all going to the safety meeting. I'm going to, just so they can get their first safety meeting, because it was a big role in why I stayed here. Like seeing the owner of the company and hearing him say, hey, you can make as much as you want at this company, or you can make as little as you want. It's up to you. Like, you want to make a lot of money, run hard, make a lot of money. If you don't want to make a lot of money, and you want a guaranteed check every week, be a company driver. Get that guaranteed check every week. No stress, got good insurance, all that good stuff. If you want to make a lot of money, then, buy trucks, be an owner op, all that stuff. Greenwich says, free food Friday. D really is for that. Yeah. Hey, it has my favorite word on there, free. And my favorite word's free. So I went a long time without going to the safety meeting, but here recently I've been trying to catch them ever so often. I used to just watch them on the lives, like they do the lives for the safety meeting. I used to watch them on there. Yeah, free food though. I'm down for some free food. I like it. That's my middle name. Twisted free. No, that's not gonna sound right. Never mind. I take that back. Do not even finish that. Don't finish that sentence. But yeah, it's nice over here. See the Eco Shred? That's what we make. That's what the Eco Shred makes. Real quick. It's gonna be this rubber mulch. See that rubber mulch stuff? That rubber mulch is what we make out of those recycled tires. So you take what happens is you take the tires, another Prime trailer. You take the tires and like the destroyed tires that they can't repair, the trash tires. We take those and we take them to Eco Shred, and Eco Shred compresses them, and when they smash them, they break up into the little mulch things, and then they keep smashing them and taking the metal out, and then they make the rubber mulch out of it, and then you can buy it from Eco Shred. And if you're a Prime driver, you can get a good discount on it too. So they'll give you a discount just because you're a Prime driver. Now, if you're not a Prime driver and you're looking at getting some of that Eco Shred stuff, you're probably going to pay full price. But the place is doing great. Like, I think Eco Shred's doing a lot of business. They're picking up more accounts. Like, we went from like doing one load a day to like now we're doing 5 loads a day, and that's just the ones we do. That doesn't count what they're doing already over there. They're doing, like, they have their own driver that's doing some of these loads too. Did you say Twisted Freedom? No, I didn't say Twisted Freedom, but that sounds great. That sounds good, Pegleg. Thanks. I hate how that camera's auto brightness. It looks bright outside. It ain't even that bright outside. There's a lot of clouds and stuff. A lot of cloud cover out there. I don't know why it's so bright. Oh, man. What's going on, Tennessee Flatbedder? How's it going, brother, man? I saw Tennessee Flatbedder this morning for a little while. He's out. He's been working hard since the beginning of the day. I think he's probably still out there working. He came in, run and start. Like, guy was just running from the time he got here. So, like, he got out his car and running across the parking lot to his truck, got in his truck, went and did some a drive, came back, boom, went and did a load, came back, and oh, he's on his way home right now. Yeah, I'm waiting on the not so express bay. Like, I've been putting off this freaking chassis loop for too long, and now I got to get it done. Like, I have to get it done, because they're going to keep on sending me Qualcomm messages until I get it done, and I'm tired of the Qualcomm going, beep, you got a message. And I get that message for work due on your unit also. God, I love all those messages that they be giving you. Let's see, 16-hour day. Start at 6 in the morning, 6 at night, it's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, nice. So Tennessee did 6.5 hours of driving with a student. Can't beat that. So he's working on those, getting the drive time done with a student. There's minimal requirements for each part of the stuff. You got a minimum amount of time that you need to work on the pad with backing before you can test out your student. There's a minimum time you need to do driving before you can test out your student. And there's pre-trip, of course, which pre-trip usually takes a while for people to learn. Pre-trip is the one part of the test that you can control when you're a student. Like, you can do the pre-trip on your own. You don't even need a trainer to do the pre-trip. You can get your paper out there and get out there and study it. Like, when you fail pre-trip, I feel like when you fail pre-trip, you're not taking it serious enough. I don't know why people fail pre-trip. I just don't. That's the one part that you have in your control, in your hands, is that pre-trip. But hey, it happens. People fail it. I can understand nerves. I've seen nerves fail people. I can understand that. But like, failing it where you don't know the parts. Like, I used for about, I don't know, 4 years, I never had anyone fail the pre-trip by not getting enough percentage of it done to pass the test. And then I had one guy, my first guy, that failed it like that. Man, my face was red. Like, I was like not happy. But the guy wanted to say, that's alternator, it's good. And we fought about that, and I got him to stop saying that. And then, what do you know, he started saying that's good. On his test, he said it's good. So he had a retest, and he passed the next time. That was the first one, and I was embarrassed. It's like, not my student. And then my next guy, we fought about that pre-trip, and he just didn't want to get outside and do it. He's like, it's too hot outside, it's too cold outside, it looks rainy outside, there's air outside. You know, he had every excuse in the book. He was all like, there's a leaf blowing out there, I can't do pre-trip today. I'm all like, whatever, dude. So like, I worked with him on it and made him stay out there and study it. And like, finally I got tired of messing with it. I was like, you know what, you don't want to study it, you say you can pass your test without studying it, let's see what you do. So he failed it. Then I said, we're going to get outside and study it tomorrow. We got outside and studied it the next day, and he was complaining and didn't really want to study it, and I had a load to do. So I was like, I'm going to go do my load, I'll get back and we'll study it some more. I got back, he didn't want to come study again. He took his test again and failed his test again. He passed his in-cab on both of them. Passed his in-cab, but failed because he didn't know enough of the outside stuff. Because guess what? It's outside. There's no air conditioning out there, or there's too much air out there, or whatever the case may be. I don't know what his problem was. So after he failed the second time, he kept on blaming it on it wasn't multiple choice. He could pass it if it was multiple choice. I'm all like, oh gosh, you and your multiple choice. But he ended up quitting because he was all like, he was all like, you know what, I'm just gonna quit. He goes, I'm retired and I don't need this. It's too much stress. I was like, okay. And he was all like, and they won't make it a multiple choice test on the pre-trip, so I'm gone. I'm leaving. Oh, okay, bye. You know, it doesn't matter to me. It's whatever you want to do. It ain't my fault that there's too much air outside. You know, whatever the case may be. He always had an excuse. You know, too much air outside. What are you talking about? Whatever his excuse was, I'm just using that for example. But yeah, he just didn't want to put in the work. That's on you. Like, you know, I can give you the opportunity and I can be out there with you and I can hover over you and make sure it gets done, but you still got to want to study it and you still got to want to learn it or it's not going to stick. And unfortunately that was his case and he didn't care. With people that retired and you're coming out here because you always wanted to do truck driving, you got to come out here with your heart in it, because if you come in here with a attitude of, hey, I don't need this, I'm retired, I'm just doing this for fun, you're not going to do good. You're not going to do good. You're going to have a harder time because you're looking at this like, oh, this just gets me out of the house. Like, I'm sure, like, maybe you want something to do to get you out of the house and something. So trucking's always been an interest for you. But at the end of the day, are you going to succeed if you're just coming out here because you don't want to be at home? You need to come out here being like, I want to do this. Like, I'm here to do this. Let's do it. Like, you got to put your all into it. And that's what I run into a lot. A lot of guys with like 1 or 2 retirements, they come out here and they're all like, hey, I'm going to do trucking. You know, like, okay, well, let's do this. You know what? It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. I got money, so I don't want to do this no more. I'd rather just go sit at home. Oh, thanks for wasting my time, buddy. I appreciate it. You know, you wasted my time. Like, somebody else that wanted to be here could have had your spot, but you just came out here to kill some time. Like, it's cool that, like, we got to meet and everything, but hey, you could have took a flight out here and just stayed for a day or two and we could have chit chat. You know, don't waste my time, don't waste your time. So come out here, if you're retired and you're coming out here, come out with a full intention of like, hey, I'm doing this and I want to make some money and I want to make some, like, I want to have fun with it, I want to travel, whatever the case may be. Some people will just want to get out of the house and travel the U.S., get to see the U.S. through the windshield and the windows. Like, if that's what you want to do, like, come out here and do it, but you have to have something that you want to do. You can't just say, I always felt like I wanted to drive a truck and I'm tired of being at home. Don't come out here tired of being at home, I guess I should say. Is that the word I'm looking for? Don't come out here and not want to be home. Maybe this is not something to just come do to get you out of the house, maybe. I don't know. Just thinking outside the box here. Especially with the class sizes limited. Like, if you don't put your all into it right now, you just block somebody else that wanted to come out here that week. Somebody else is waiting longer to get to their money because you're in the way. I wish that everybody came out here would want this super bad, and that would make life a lot easier for everybody, because then you have somebody that's really wanting to better themselves. My best students are the guys that came out here with nothing. Like, the guys that are all like, I have nothing, like, this is the only thing I got going on for me right now, trucking. Like, yeah, I have to be successful. You know, those are the guys that are hungry. Those are the guys that are going to do great. Greenwich says Greenwich says, I do it for the wonderful truck stop food. Greenwich just loves the road, I think. I think Greenwich just loves the road, and he loves arguing, because when Greenwich is driving, he don't want to talk on the phone. He wants to hear his navigation. I ain't going that way. I want to go my way. And the navigation's all like, you were traveling in the wrong direction. I know my highways. Don't tell me I'm going the wrong way. You don't know where I want to go. I want to go around that. I don't want to get on that busy road that's going to be congested. I want to go this way. So Greenwich has his own ways to go. He just loves to drive. He loves being a trucker. Like, you know, and And he likes to argue with the Qualcomm. There ain't nothing wrong with that. That Qualcomm can be moody sometimes. It beeps at you and she tells you you're going the wrong way, you know, and Greenwich likes talking back to her. So, you know, it's a girl's voice. I don't think you can change it to any other voice. I don't think. Greenwich lives from the frustration of trucking. So whenever he's stuck in a dock because they're taking their time to unload him, or he gets to a place early and they're all like, "Sir, come back tomorrow. Sir, I said come back tomorrow." You know, he lives for that stuff. He likes that. You kind of miss those days whenever you don't drive for, like, when you're doing the local stuff, like the tire runs and stuff. You kind of miss those days where people were all like, that, like, getting stuck in a dock for detention pay. You kind of miss detention pay. Then when you go back over the road and you get stuck at a dock, you're all like, "Yep, I did not miss this. I thought I missed this, but I did not miss this." I like, when I go over the road, like, I've been binge watch TV series. That's what I do. I like watching TV series, and I will binge watch them. Nope, you can't. I tried. Tennessee Flatbedder says, "Nope, you can't. I tried." I don't know what that was. Pegleg says, Sir, quit making fun of Greenwich, LOL. I'm not making fun of Greenwich. Greenwich is my boy. I'm not making fun of him. I have a good time listening to him argue with his Qualcomm. It cracks me up. Sometimes I think he's arguing with me. Oh, he says no, you can't change the voice on it. He tried. The Navigo, yeah. So the Navigo, it's, you know, whenever it comes to GPS, like, know your areas, know your routes, do your trip planning. Sometimes that GPS sends you on some routes that you don't want to be on. You know, there are better ways to get to places. Sometimes it has you going through major cities during busy traffic hours when it's easier to go the extra 4 miles to go around. Like, you start learning that stuff the more and more you do it. Like, go through the major city during rush hour. You're gonna find out, like, hey, this one's okay to go through. This one's better to go around. Like, I believe going straight through Kansas City is the best way to go with Kansas City, busy or not. Like, straight through from south to north or north to south. Like, straight through it is the best way I found going through it. I don't like going around. There's more traffic going around than there is going through it, because nobody wants to go through it because there's those red lights in there. You got to drop the speed down to, I believe it's 45 through there. I believe it's 45, and then there's 3 red lights, and that's it. Once you get past the 3 red lights, you pick up back up to speed and you're through it. But I think a lot of people don't like going through Kansas City because there's red lights there, and you know, but the traffic, everyone else is doing the same thing you are, going around, because they don't want to slow down, they don't want to stop at the red lights. It takes time. And like Greenwich says, even sometimes going 40 miles out of route is a better choice. In the wintertime, I've went opposite ways of this Qualcomm. Like, it's told me to, like, it's told me, hey, stay on the 70. Like, bad weather's coming on the 70. I need to jump up to 80. I'll jump up to 80, go across. Or maybe it's the 90 and the 80. Like, I check my weather and I go the best way I can due to the weather. It's better to be the guy that maybe took more times and had added miles to your load. To me, that's better than being the guy stuck in the mountain with the chain up laws, or maybe the highways even shut down, being stuck in that for 4 or 5 days. I might have had to run my clocks out even more than you did. You might have got a reset set in there, but I made my appointment. You're a couple days late for your appointment because you're stuck because the road is closed. Just some of the things that you have to take into consideration. Sometimes the Qualcomm don't even have all of the roads either. Let's see, going through, what is that road called? There's some roads that aren't on the Qualcomm, because I've went on roads before and I'm all like, hey, just follow the signs. We're staying on, we'll say 49. We're staying on 49 no matter what. Don't take no exits. Stay on 49. Qualcomm might want you to take an exit, go down a U.S. highway and get right back on, because the road doesn't exist on the Qualcomm, so it doesn't know any better. So like there's some updating that needs to be done sometimes to pick up those other roads, you know, different scenarios like that. 49 in Arkansas, yep, that's what I was looking for. What's it have you take around on that U.S. highway where it's not, doesn't exist on it? I can't remember, but yeah, Tennessee Flatbedder's right, it's the 49. But it doesn't go all the way through on the Navigo. Let's see what my shop guy wants. He's walking out here.
So what are you getting done again?
I'm getting the chassis lube and the APU service.
We're about to do shift change, so I don't know the time to get you in at this moment. So next time we get you in like right after.
Man, I heard you were the fast guy though.
I am the. Where'd you hear that at?
I got my people over in the shop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they said that you're the fast guy. They said go over there when he's there. He'll get you in and out.
Yeah, I usually.
And now you're leaving for shift change?
Yeah, other guys are too bad. He ain't quick, but usually gets you in. I'll let you know.
Did you say he's not quick?
He's all right.
He's all right?
He's all right.
Okay.
But
I was like, did you say he's not quick? I was like,
but I'm gonna get you. He'll get you in though.
okay. Yeah, I'll pull in and just wait for him. It's all good.
I'll let him know you've been. Well, I'll hype it up if you've been waiting.
Yeah, I've been waiting for 10 hours, man. No,
Yeah, you actually probably have been waiting a while. I had 4 Peterbilts come in a row from DMs.
Yeah.
And I don't give up Peterbilts, but they're a bitch, so.
Oh, the Peterbilts are?
Yeah. They're about an hour each, so it.
I only been here for about almost 4 hours.
Really?
That's not too bad. Last time I came through this line, I was here for like 6-7 hours. So you are faster than the last guy.
Well, I usually try to get everyone worked in. This line, it'd be empty right now, but they have all the Peterbilts.
Yeah. It's all good. I'll pull in.
All right.
Thank
that,
you.
man.
No, it's all good. Thank you. Shift change. Yeah, I was told that he's the fast guy, man. Shift change. Oh, gotta love shift change. That's always the best. That means it's gonna take even longer. Yeah, I was told he was a fast guy too. That's another reason I try to get in here. He said Peterbilts take too long, man. You Peterbilts and your long PMs, y'all cost me today. Yeah, it's the 71, so I was right. $71. Yeah, the shop guys told me that he's fast, so I was hoping that he was really fast. He is faster than what I've been through. I've sat here for like 6 to 8 hours. I've only been here for almost 4 hours, so. What is a popular truck stop in Mississippi? Oh, I don't have no idea. I don't think I've really ever had to stay the night in Mississippi. Maybe a couple times, but I don't remember what truck stops. Benji says, how long do you have to drive solo to become a trainer? Benji, it's up to, so if you want to become a TNT trainer, then you have to have your CDL for 6 months. So after you had that CDL for 6 months, pending critical events, pending service failures, pending accidents, all that stuff, because they're going to look at that. Pending logs, they're going to look at all that stuff. If you're leased, if you're leased, they're going to make sure that you weren't negative and all that good stuff. And you know, after all that's said and done, they'll make a approval or not, and then you can start doing the TNT training. But to do what I'm doing, to do the PSD part, you're gonna have to wait till like you have 2 years with your CDL. So, and that's a federal law, so Prime can't change that. You know, it happens. But the federal government said to work with anyone with a permit, you need to have 2 years of experience on your CDL. Now, once you get your CDL, the TNT training, you're a CDL driver, so you should be able to drive. The TNT part, you're just pretty much learning how to do the job, how to check in at shippers. You're kind of perfecting some of your backing. You're learning a lot more of that stuff. You're seeing highways that you've probably never seen before. You're getting into situations that you need to know what to do in the situation, stuff like that. And your TNT trainer's there to help you and guide you along through that. Pegleg says, Flying J on I-20 in Jackson, Mississippi is pretty popular. So there you go, the Flying J in Mississippi. If y'all are not part of the Discord, y'all are missing out, I swear. Like, Pegleg is in there, and if you're driving, you know, we can't use our phones and stuff while we're driving. If y'all are in there, then sometimes Pegleg, from his memory, he can tell you where, like, some truck stops are and stuff. And we're trying to get him more fluent on hours of service, too, so pretty soon. I always joke with him. I tell him, we're going to get him a Qualcomm one of these days. This is what a Qualcomm looks like. We're going to get him a Qualcomm sent to his house. That way he can look at logs and stuff. Why do I have 10 messages? Oh, I got my load. I want to know... I did get my load. Last week, my miles per gallon was 7.65. Not so great. So I got my load. So that's kind of what your load looks like. It comes into these messages right here. If you're a Prime driver, you turn the volume up on this thing and you'll hear the messages. Bing, 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 bing. Unless you have this thing mute like I do. I got to be there between 7 and 1600. 7 a.m. and 1600. So 1600. So it's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I gotta be there pretty soon. I'm probably gonna hit up my student and tell him we're leaving at like 4 a.m. After this, I'm probably gonna go ahead and go get the trailer. That way it'll be ready too. But I'm probably gonna tell him we're gonna leave out pretty early in the morning. Twisted York, welcome. Babysitter got really... I think it meant York Welcome Center got really small. I don't... Trying to translate here. There's the yard dog. There's the yard dog. It's going by. See that? That's what we call a yard dog. There's another one set in. That right there is a yard dog. So what that can do is it can pick up a trailer. It can pick up a trailer and drop a trailer without picking up and raising and lowering the landing gear. So when you hear somebody talking about a yard dog, trucker slang yard dog, that's what a yard dog is. And a lot of times, I don't know why, but it seems like a lot of times the yard dog picks up a trailer and then puts the landing gear down even more, and then they put it in the dock and then they go drop it on the yard. So whenever us truck drivers come in, the landing gear are super high, and if it's a loaded trailer, it is hard to bring it down enough to hook up to your trailer. You're going to get a gap. And you'll have to go find one of those guys, and they act like they're the greatest thing since sliced bread, and they don't want to really come over there and pick up your trailer so you can pick up the landing gear or something. So you're not having to break your back picking up the landing gear. And that's where you hear most people complaining about yard dogs. I'm not saying all the time it's the yard dog's fault. Somebody might have dropped it high. You know, that happens too. People drop them high. But yeah, it happens. But that's what a yard dog is. It's just a little truck that runs around the yard moving trailers and stuff like that. Nothing too special. My phone, I gotta open it back up to see the chat. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna be here a lot longer. I can guarantee you I'm gonna be here a lot longer. Because night shift comes in, they got to do shift change, so he's going to grab his stuff, he's going to leave, he doesn't want to do another truck, because guess what, he's taking off, and then the night time guys come in here, and then they want to take their time because they just woke up, so yeah, it's going to be a while. What size tires do you have on your Freightliner? I have no idea the size. I got the super wides. That's what I know. I'm a company driver. I don't have to know that stuff. I go to the shop and say, road assist, need some help, and road assist does all that. All that good stuff. But yeah, I have the super wides, and then I have steer tires. I don't know the exact size. Big ones. I got big ones on my truck, man. I got big tires on my truck. They go round, round, round. Oh, man. There's some tires right there. That size, peg leg. What size is that? What size is that, peg leg? I don't know. Semi tires. But those are super wides. We run super wides here. I hear that they're cheaper and better on fuel mileage than the duals. I don't know. I've never compared them to the duals. I've never had a truck with duals on it, so I can't really compare them. I take that back. I have had a truck with the duals on them, but what they were doing is transferring the duals over to. I had to take it straight to the shop because they had to change the duals out for super singles. They wanted super singles on that truck. It was whenever I first got my second or my third truck. I can't even remember which one. Was it my second truck? I think it was my second truck. I don't think it was my third truck. This is my fourth truck. So I had a manual for a couple months, probably about 6 months, 7 months, something like that. Then I had one that I teamed in for, I don't know, 8 months, maybe a little bit longer. That one was involved in an accident and was totaled. And then I got my first green one because I've been getting nothing but this green color. This is my second one in a row, this green color. So I had that truck. I took it to the end of lease and a little bit over that because, you know, truck shortage and all that. So like they had us stay in them longer, and then I got in this one, and I've been in this one ever since. So this is my fourth truck. My fifth truck should be at the end of the year this year, maybe the beginning of the year next year. So coming close to it. Big load tomorrow. Big load. I might just stay the night in the truck. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Sometimes I'll stay the night in the truck. I might stay the night in the truck tomorrow night. Those are super single Low Pro 22.5 by 14. That's what Big Legs are. They're low pros, huh? That's like the guys in the big mudding trucks with their low profile tires I've been seeing. Like, what are you doing with that? Well, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. Thanks for stopping by the live. I'm going to get out of here. Paper Chase Trucking. What's happening, man? You chasing the paper? What's up? But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I've been on here for 1 hour and 39 minutes. I'm going to go in there and, like, I'm next in line, so I know how shift change works. I'm going to go in there and probably stand there and stare at the guys till they get to work on mine. All right, later. Like, comment, and subscribe.